So what happens if you get a problem like this? It says 234 times 4 plus 3, and it asks you what division problem is this person checking? Okay, so um, let's first talk about how we check a division problem. So we got to do divisor times quotient. We add the remainder if there is a remainder to add. And all of that should equal the dividend. Okay, so with that piece of information to the right, let's go ahead and figure out the rest of this problem to the left here. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what 234 times 4 is. So 4 times 4 gives me 16, carry the 1, put a little plus sign next to it. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13, carry that 1, put a little plus sign next to it. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then I'm going to add 3 to 936. And I get 939. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw arrows from the right hand side of my screen to what they are on the left hand side of the screen. So my divisor is going to be the 4 here. My quotient is going to be the 234. Of course, I could switch that around, but we're going to keep the divisor the smaller of those two numbers. The remainder is 3, and then my dividend is 939. So because we always multiply divisor and quotient to check a division problem, the only two numbers being multiplied together in the multiplication problem to the left is 234 and 4. So one of those is going to be our divisor, the other one's going to be the quotient. We're adding a remainder, so the only number being added to the left is the 3. And then the divisor times quotient plus remainder is going to give us the dividend. So 939 is going to be our dividend. So now I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. So now that we have a better idea of what each number represents in our division problem, we're going to build that division problem. So our dividend's 939. I'm going to put 939 in the house. Our divisor's 4. I'm going to put that 4 outside the house. The quotient's 234. And then the remainder is 3. And so if you were asked what division problem is this person checking, and you were only given the problem 234 times 4 plus 3, you could figure out what division problem is actually being checked by first solving 234 times 4, adding the 3, and then recognizing what each number in your multiplication problem corresponds to in the division problem.